Movie I'm gonna review. It was dumb, and if the mask didn't give it away, that was the only thing I liked about this movie. Uh, Gonna be reviewing Pumpkin. Shit was fucking stupid. So Pumpkin, man, it's a random movie I decided to watch one night, and it was bad. Like Bunny Man Massacre was pretty bad and stupid, but this movie was just bad. Only kind of give you a plot. It's pretty much it takes place, I want to say, in like Scotland. Everyone has a really thick Scottish accent in this movie, and it revolves around an uncle and a niece who own land out in the countryside of Scotland, and pretty much it where our story begins. Uncle has a really hard time keeping the local dick shits off of his land and destroying his pumpkins, and decides to have his niece put some kind of poison or toxin, radioactive, they don't really explain what, in the pumpkins. So when these dick shits come around and stomp on them, I guess their legs or whatever get infected or melted off. I don't know. They don't really explain it. You just see the niece freaking injecting the pumpkins with a big ass syringe and getting fluid from a bucket that has a biohazard thing on it. So simply, dick shits come, they fuck up the pumpkins, and Uncle comes out and sees his pumpkins all fucked up and dies from a freaking cardiac arrest and lands in the pumpkin patch. And the dick shits run off, laughing their asses off, while Uncle is dead, seizing from a cardiac arrest. And dead. Just still body, freaking just cold like a turkey. And next thing you know, you see the pumpkin vines start wrapping around Uncle. And Uncle starts to transform into a weird, pretty much it was a dude with a pumpkin on his head. Which, to be honest with you, the mask that the pumpkin head design was actually pretty cool. I did like that. But other than that, this movie was shit. The kills were really dumb. They were really corny. It gets really tropey when it comes to the slasher, because he definitely kills a couple fucking in a tent. Because you need that in a movie when it comes to slashers, right? Freaking kills a group of people who are hiking through his land. And at some point, you thought there was like kind of like a theme going on. Like, okay, so he only goes after people who step on his land. No, towards the end of the movie, he's fucking killing people in a local pub nearby. And it ends really dumb and random. And it felt like they just didn't know what to do, how to end this movie. So they just ended it in the most dumbest way. And pretty much like two of the survivors of the hikers end up surviving. And one of them ends up getting her head chopped off, while the rest of the people from the pub kind of just stand in shock, like, what the fuck? And then the movie goes to credits. And then there's a little bit of like there is before the credits or like a little like after the credits, it cuts to the niece at the house looking at her pumpkins, calling them her baby, and then it fucking roll the credits after that type of shit. It was really dumb. Like I said, the only cool thing about this movie was a dude walking around with a pumpkin on his head, because the overall design of it was kind of, it was simple. The pumpkin was really cool. It looked very similar to the one that I had, mask wise, but it was full cover kind of thing. If I remember correctly, even like there was like a kind of like a glow coming from the mouth and the eyes kind of thing, which was kind of spooky, but it didn't help the movie at all. But yeah, I don't recommend this movie. It was dumb. I don't care for it. And yeah, on that note, I guess I'll catch you in the next video. Until then, grow some pumpkins, I guess. Eat some sushi. Peace.